Hi, this is Bruce, and this will be part 2 of our JavaScript series. So in part 2, we're going to look at how to add an event listener, as well as use classList and toggle in order to change the CSS on an element. So in part 1, we did console log, and we selected elements using getElementById, and we did inner HTML to change the HTML inside of a tag, or inside of an element. So in part 2, I'll create a new area. So I'll put a. So in part 2, I'm going to create a new area or a new section here, separated by a horizontal rule. And then part 2, and in this area we're going to create a section with an ID of box. And then underneath that box we're going to put a button with an ID of changer in order to change the color of the box. So in order to be able to see our box, I'm going to create a CSS file and add a style for the box. So I'm going to come over here to my folder, my JS intro folder, create a new folder called CSS, and inside that folder I'm going to create a new file called part2.css. And then in that file I'm going to create a style for the box. So I'm going to select the box using #boxed in order to select the element with the ID of box. And I'm going to set the width to be equal to 250 pixels. I'll set the height to be equal to 250 pixels. And I'm going to set the background color to be RGBA color picker. And we'll choose this blue here. And we'll put the A on it so that we can adjust opacity later if we need to. So if I upload that, now obviously I need to connect my CSS file to my HTML. So we will add link and CSS part2.css. And if I upload that and go back to my page, then you should see that we've got a box here that's blue and a button underneath it that says change color. You'll also notice that I haven't uploaded yet the JavaScript for part 2, so that's showing us an error in the console. As soon as I upload that, that error will go away. So flipping back now to that part 2 JavaScript, what I want to do is use getElementId in order to create an object that I can select using. In order to create an object, so what I'm going to do now is select box using document getElementById. And notice it's coming up automatically now because we've already typed it out above. And then I'm going to select the changer button using the same technique. And we should be good. So now what I want to do is I want to add a click event listener onto the button. So I'm going to start off by typing the object name and addEventListener with the same use of camel case is the method. But here we have to specify the type of method or the type of event that we want to use, which is a click. And later on we'll be looking at some other types of events. For right now, we don't have to worry too much about this, but I'm creating an anonymous function, so I don't need to give it a name. And then, so anytime a click event happens, then the function will do everything that's in between the two curly braces. Right? And obviously the click event ends here, and we'll finish off that with a proper semicolon. So we'll start off with just a console log to make sure our button's working. And if we go back here, you can see the errors disappeared. And if we click on the button, you can see in the console, we see clicked changer. We click it a second time, you can see that it increments the number of times it's been clicked to 2. So now what I want to do, though, is to change the color of it. And we'll do that, in this case, by creating a second style called orange box. Notice I'm using camel case as well. And then here we're going to set the background color to be equal to this orange color. Notice the similarity between these two colors. Okay, so I'm going to upload that. And now on the box, when somebody clicks on the changer button, I'm going to change the class list, toggling orange box. So this will either add the class orange box to the box, or it will, if that class already exists, it will toggle it off or turn it off. So come on back here and refresh. Click the button. We can see that the console log is still saying click changer, and as we click the button, you can see it. The box color is changing back and forth. In reality, what's happening, if we inspect the box element, you can see right now our box has no class, so to speak. And if we click on the box and toggling orange box, you can see it adds orange box to the class list. Click it again, it removes it, and back and forth. Over in the styles area on the right hand side, we can see the same thing happening. So with it clicked, you can see orange box is applied to box. With it unclicked, we can see that then the original style is the one that gets applied with a blue background color. One other thing to note is that between the box selector and orange box, there's no space before the dot, or after obviously, but there's no space, and this means that orange box is part of the element of box. If we put a space, then you can see that will no longer work. Even though we're adding the class, what's happening is our selector is looking for orange box as an element inside the box, not as part of the box itself. So part 2 shows us how to add events, in this case click event listener, as well as toggle classes on our elements on our page using class list and toggle. I hope this helps.